Due to the high demand on these questions, I decided to make one video that is going to change your trading style once for all if you use IQ option. Hi everyone, this is Christian here on YouTube and welcome to a brand new video for the channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you a full tutorial as to the best IQ option strategy in 2021 so that you can stop learning any other strategy for IQ option and start making money today. If you're new to my channel and you're into binary options, forex trading, crypto trading, or any type of making money online, then this channel is for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below and activate the notifications bell icon so that you get a notification for every new video that I upload. With that being said, let's jump into the video. Hey, before I actually jump into the content of this video, I just want to give you a warm invitation to a 100% free webinar that I'm having this week about binary options. So I'm having a link in the description of this video so that you can get a date and time of the next free webinar so that you can attend at no cost at all. In this training, I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know in regards to binary options and give you the best tips so that you can start making money this year with this industry. So hopefully I can see you there. Okay, everyone. So the first thing that I'm going to do is explain you how does this strategy work. This is super important because if you're actually trading, let's say with binary options for 20, 30, 40 weeks and you're still not making profit, there's one thing that you're not understanding in regards to the assets that you're trading with. And that could be the trending. And this specific strategy is based on trending. What we're gonna do is that we're gonna identify the trend that the pair or the asset is actually having, and then we're gonna enter trades following that trend so that we can be profitable most of the times. So this is how the strategy will work. So now I'm here in my IQ option trading account, and this is what you're gonna look at when you start with your first account with IQ option. Now, the first thing that you gotta do is actually change the lines that you have and change it to candlesticks. In order to do that, there's an icon right here that says chart type. So once you click on it, choose candles, not bars, not anything, just candles. So now this is what it looks like, right? Looks different. Any red candle, it means that the price went down, and any green candle means that the price went up. So the second thing that you're gonna do is change the time frame of these candles. As you can see right now in this icon, it says 15S, which means 15 seconds. That basically means that each candle is 15 seconds. Now what we want is this specific candle to be 5 minutes. So we actually go in here and click on 5 minutes. But before we actually do that, we make sure that this is unchecked. Once it's unchecked, then go to 5 minutes. Perfect. So now each candle represents 5 minutes. Every candle starts at 00, 05, 10, 15, 20, and so on. I hope that's actually clear. If I actually go too fast in any part, you can rewind the video and rewatch it again. Now that we have the candles in 5 minutes, it's time for us to add 3 different indicators. It was actually the same indicator with a different setting. And in order to do that, you're gonna go into this area where it says indicators on the last icon, and you're gonna type in moving average. Just by typing moving, you will see that it says moving, and you're gonna click on it. You're gonna get this pop-up real quick, and what you're gonna do is that you're gonna delete the number 14 and put the number 6. That is the period 6. You make sure that this is an SMA, and you're gonna choose a blue color that will identify this specific moving average. In addition, I prefer to actually give it a little bit more thickness in here so that you can actually see it a lot more. But that's only because, I want to see it a little bit thicker. Now we added this one. We're gonna add another one, exactly the same indicator, moving average. We're gonna click on it. On the pop-up, we're gonna leave the 14 in there, SMA, which stands for simple moving average. But this one we're gonna change to a yellow color. And again, we're gonna give it the thickness. We click on apply, and this is what we have. And last but not least, we're gonna add another moving average. that this is gonna be with the period of 50. So we hit 50, we're gonna leave it at red color, and we're gonna give it a little bit more thickness, and we click on apply. So this is exactly what the strategy will look like at this specific moment. Now, what is it that we are going to do? It's pretty simple. Right now, I'm going to teach you how to enter trades so that you fully understand what the strategy looks like. So the first thing that you're gonna look at, there's gonna be 3 parameters that need to be complied. Number 1 is this is gonna be for a call option. Let's start with call. For a call option, we're gonna need 3 parameters. Number 1 is that the 50 moving average is below the candlesticks. The 50 moving average needs to be below the candlesticks. That's parameter number 1. Parameter number 2 is that the blue moving average is going across the yellow line, meaning this part right here. As you can see, it actually went down and then boom, it jumped and it crossed the yellow line going up. Parameter number 2. And parameter number 3 is that the yellow line is away from the 50 moving average. This one right here. Why? We need to have this small space in between those candlesticks. Otherwise, we will actually look at a mess just like this one right here, right? So we don't want that. So based on these 3 parameters, let's go ahead and take a look and see if we can have a trade. So here we have the first parameter, right? So the 50 moving average is below the candlesticks. So that's actually good for a call, right? Now, the second parameter is that the actual blue moving average is going across the yellow moving average going up, right? So we see it right here, correct? Awesome. And the third parameter is that the yellow line is away from the red line, or the 40 moving average is away from the 50 moving average. Once that happens, then we can enter a trade. How are we gonna enter a trade? We're gonna enter a trade after the cross, not in the cross, not here, but here, after the cross, right? Let me zoom it in. Not here, but here, which is after the cross. And we're gonna enter the trade for 5 minutes, okay? Again, if it's too confusing, make sure you rewind it. Trust me, once you master the strategy, you're gonna make a living out of it and you're gonna quit your job. But you gotta understand it. So make sure you rewind it and don't type in the comments, hey, what should I do if the blue moving average is going down? No, okay? No, rewind the video. One thing that you're gonna understand, and the reason why, is because the red line identifies the direction of the trend. So if the red line is below the candlesticks, that's an uptrend. So if it's an uptrend, we don't enter for a put position. We only enter for a call position, okay? That's the reason why, if that's what you were going to ask. So let's go ahead and take a look at a different example right here. Perfect. So first parameter, right? The 50 moving average is going up and it's below the candlesticks, correct? Second parameter, the blue line is crossing the yellow line right here, right? It got crossed. But the next candle, this one right here, which is after the cross, is the one that we enter, correct? We can see that the yellow line is away from the red line, which is good. It's not touching, so we entered this one for 5 minutes. This trade, this candle starts right here and it closes right here. So that means that we have a winning trade right now. 5-minute trades in a call direction. Now, Chris, what would I do if it's a put option, right? Well, that basically is because you probably are going through a downtrend, right? So on a downtrend, this is what you're gonna be looking at. Is everything exactly the opposite way. So the 50 moving average is going down. That's parameter number 1. The blue moving average is crossing down or crossing below the 14 moving average. So that's parameter number 2, right? And number 3, the yellow line is away from the red line. So 3 parameters are being met. What is it that we do? We don't enter here, or we could enter here because this is the Yeah, it's after the cross. Whichever we enter, we are going to lose this trade, right? We lose this trade. Perfect. We don't have to win all of the trades, but this is exactly how you're going to find put opportunities. We can have more examples right here. For instance, this one right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. 50 moving averages above the candlesticks. Parameter number one. Blue line is going across the yellow line. Parameter number two. And the yellow line is away from the actual 50 moving edge. Parameter number three. Therefore, boom, we entered that trade. Do we enter here? No. Why? Because it's too stable, right? Again, it's obviously going to be hard to find every single position, and that's the reason why I do recommend you to actually use like this, 4 pairs or 5 pairs, whatever you prefer. And as you can see, I have the exact same settings on every single pair that we have right here. Why? Because this is the strategy that I use in IQ option. Now, again, if I went too fast, then I highly recommend you that you actually rewatch it again, and again. Now, it's time for me to actually tell you what is it that you need to avoid if you want to be successful with this specific strategy. The first thing that you need to avoid is entries when the 3 moving averages are actually getting crossed. Take a look at the 50 moving average, the yellow moving average, the 14, and the 6 moving average. In this area, you stay away from it, okay? Stay away from it. You're not gonna get anything good out of this because the market is too crazy. Nevertheless, take a look at this specific entry point right here, where parameter number 1 is a downtrend, parameter number 2 is crossing, and parameter number 3, there's a space. This candle right here is a winner, okay? So no, stay away from those where the 3 moving averages are getting crossed. That's number 1. Number 2 is stay away from 3 vol news or high volatility news, whatever you want to call it. If you go to investing.com, you're going to be able to find the economic calendar and see what the news are during the day that you're actually trading. Okay, so avoid them at least 1 hour prior and 1 hour after the high volatility news will be good enough. And number 3, the thing that you need to avoid with this specific strategy is overtrading, okay? Since it's a turbo strategy, you might think if you have, of course, the whole day to be trading, you could place 20, 30 trades during the day, which is not healthy. So stay away from that. Just trade 4, 5 trades during the day and you're gonna be good to go. Now, obviously the question will come along, right? Say, hey, Chris, but what's the accuracy, right? Because I mean, yeah, it looks good, but what's the accuracy? This trading strategy has an accuracy of at least 78%, at least. Other than that, it will give you an accuracy of 85, 95% accuracy. Some days you're gonna be 100% accurate and so on. This strategy is by far the most profitable strategy for binary options. And I'm not the only one who says it. There's a bunch of people actually out there who say it. Like one thing that I do recommend you is that you actually go into the link to my Facebook group, 100% free. It's in the description, and you join and you will read the testimonials for a bunch of people using this specific strategy, 100% free, and they're making a living out of it. So yes, this is the most profitable strategy for binary options. So hey, I hope you really enjoyed the content of this video, and if you did, smash the like button to support this YouTube channel. And more importantly, if you have any questions or comments to share, you can put them in the comment section below. I'll be glad to answer those comments as soon as I can. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.